Guys, thanks so much. We are talking about the sports betting world today. FansUnite joining us today. Scott Burton, CEO of FansUnite. It's great to see you, Scott, once again to talk a little bit about not only the company, but the state of this sector. It's a very quickly expanding, I guess is the way to put it, sector. But let's kick things off with a little introduction here with FansUnite.
Yeah, thanks. Thanks for having us. So, yeah, FansUnite, we're an online gambling company. We're based in Canada. We trade on the CSE under the symbol FANS. In the U.S. on the OTCQX under FUNFF. And we're a global online gaming company. So the history of FansUnite is started a number of years ago, got public last March. It was always in the sports betting space. Started moving towards some more M&A activity once it got public. Quickly completed its first acquisition of a UK sportsbook in Scotland called McBookie.com. And then we merged in FansUnite Entertainment, which was a company I started many years ago. So the combination now is really a technology-backed company. So we have all the technology to run online gaming operations globally. We hold multiple gaming licenses. And then we kind of have three arms of the business. So direct-to-consumer, sports betting, esports betting, and casino, as well as a games division, FansUnite Games, and then our B2B side where we license out software.
So touching all assets of this, or all areas of this market in general, let's talk about demand here. Give us your thoughts on where demand is overall in this market, and maybe what specifically or what area specifically of the gaming world you're currently seeing the most demand from.
Yeah, so we see it kind of different geographically, but obviously the big news and the big push is around North America. So, 3 years ago, the U.S. Started to legalize sports betting state by state. We're about halfway through that. So the huge upside, I think, globally that people are looking at now is the completion of all the rest of the U.S. states, and then we're seeing movement in Canada. So our demand from a B2B side, so for our technology platform, I would say is highest in North America for sports betting software. A lot of people want to get into that space. And then when we look outside of that, we're kind of a pioneer in the esports betting space. So we put out our first esports product back in 2014. So we were the first ever daily fantasy site for esports. So I think it's a combination of the growth of esports, a bit of the pandemic with sports going away for a while. Our demand outside of North America is heavily around esports betting.
Talk both. You mentioned the technology side of things and the fan side of things. Let's talk a little bit about what attracts users on each. So you maybe start with the technology side here. What is it about this product that is best suited for what people are looking for, and then vice versa on the sports side of things as well? What brings the fans to FansUnite?
Yeah, so we have the two arms. So on the technology side, that's really our B2B side. So we're going after, either existing operators or people who want to get into the sports or esports betting space, online casino space, but would rather not go through the process of acquiring online gaming licenses, building out a full technology team, having all the compliance people in place. So we do all that. So, that's what's bringing people to us now is the flexibility of our platform, the robustness, the ability to handle esports betting, I think best in market. So that's where we get the B2B people coming to us. In addition, we're seeing fewer providers of sportsbook technology right now. With the growth, a lot of the operators who used to just license their technology are looking to buy it in-house. So we saw that with, DraftKings when they went public, they acquired SB Tech, which takes SB Tech out of the market. Bally's acquired BetWorks, which takes BetWorks out of the market. GAN has acquired CoolBet. So there's a lot of demand for operators like us who can provide a licensed technology, and we've been licensed in Isle of Man, we've been licensed in Malta, we're about to get licensed in the UK, we've announced US deals. On the consumer side, we really focus on niche markets where we think we can, dominate. So McBookie, for example, really keys in on the Scottish market. So they know the Scottish market better than anyone. So we really have a competitive advantage there. We launched a Brazilian brand called Vamos GG. So that's focused on the Brazilian esports market. So by owning the technology and having the licenses, we can really hyper localize sites and bring in content specific to that market and be a leader. So we don't see ourselves as a direct-to-consumer operator in the U.S., but in smaller markets, we can go in directly quite effectively.
There's a security side to this business as well that fans need to be aware of and viewers need to be aware of as well. Talk a little bit about how the technology side of the business addresses that. And I'm speaking of, the identification, making sure we're, dealing with the actual individuals that are presenting themselves to you. And then to wrap up here a little bit, maybe discuss, where does FansUnite fit in this overall group? As we said, there's been a lot of consolidation and acquisitions happening. Where do you see maybe 1 year or 3 years down the road? Where is FansUnite at that point?
Yeah, so quickly on the security side, it's probably the thing we spend, some of the most time in the development phase. We have to be able to, identify users, as you mentioned. We need to be able to verify age, identity, location. Then we need to track activity. So we monitor volumes. We monitor any irregular activity. Our system's entirely automated, so we can lock out users until our head of compliance or our partner's compliance officers can go in and check. We have constant reporting with our gaming regulators. We're also watching things like money laundering. We're keyed into data providers who look at match fixing. So it's a huge piece of the business and something that, again, you need to get right. And we've done that in multiple jurisdictions, so we can give comfort to anybody who's getting into a new space like the U.S. who may not understand a lot of what needs to happen. You mentioned where we are. I think we're in a great spot. We recently financed again. So since we merged Ascot and FansUnite last August, we've raised close to $49 million. These are Canadian dollars. We have about 37 of that in the bank. Our revenue's ramping, so we're in a great cash position. We want to deploy that to grow the business through more M&A activity like we've done. But we're really a very small cap company in a massive space when you look at the DraftKings, the Flutters, even GAN, even the Score in Canada, which is trades over $1 billion. We're in the 1 to 200 million range, and so I think we can be there easily in the next 1 to 3 years.
Listed as FANS, guys, on the CSE and FUNFF OTC markets in the U.S. Scott Burton, CEO of FansUnite. We appreciate you doing this.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
There we go, guys. Another one from the gaming group, ever expanding gaming group, guys. FansUnite.